say, eh, what do you say? Women are come here, what do you say? Come here, pay ya. I don't know you pull my count to water. Drop my back on me, go get water. Someone wants a gun, what do you be here? I put my way out of it, what do you be here? If I don't me way, can't lie. Come in, you gotta pay ya. So that I get up with. So that I get up with. Guess I get pay. Listen to the pay. The boy walk one over, go get pay. Go get pay. See, I want to get pay. Go get pay. But why you never let pay ya? But why you never let pay ya? So the boy pay. Ulo da suku be kwenye pe. Akamere pe. Kesa yere pe. Yelo ro ko. Kesa yere pe. Kesa yere pe ya. Akamere pe ya. Une rusaro. Akamere pe ya. Nana sa kwa wana we betara ya. Wasa kara pe ya. Wasa kara pe. Me won't face it. Oh, go with your one. Make your mero, go in the moon. Make a mera pay out. On the Rosaro, you see a pay out. That's a power and make you see a pay out. Galoparo, Paracano, Malogade. Yes, I get a go, Malogade. There's a silly pay out, Malogade. Like a power and the Pamura pay out, Malogade. I'm another part of one way. Oh, Caracamo. Macayacamo. Yes, I get a quay. Oh, this is a quay. Macamera quaya. Matamara quaya. On the Rosaro, Matamara quaya. That's a one and made a good. We get more ya. We Vesaya. Mamma Vesa Meno, Macaracabo. Ah, Sim. Baby, we're gonna be ya. We were gonna be ya. I will we were gonna be ya. So, Nima Menu, Canula. I will Canula. I will Padu Menu, we Canula. Mekicatia, Mekicuia. A papoya que come o more, e poia que come o more. Quando me guarda, se aí we have no one look away about. Maybe I want to click out where I want. I don't even men who wake and run. So what can I be? What's the better way? See the things I get be. Come on. Quase walk where you be. Papa never way one woman. Never way one woman. Far away once I got a way. Who don't want to go around? What are you? Oh, Toto, me by I was a win. About one guy named General Padu. See, I want to be. Hello, Galia. Once I got a way. Hello, Galia. Inside a way. Hello, Galia. See, I want to be. Hello, Galia. Hello, Galia.
Are you living record? Sweet sound.
Nima no ya wabu. Ya. La bia se ko wapu a feina mu. E ya feina ke. Baro abrakar. Fia me digo. Maganumo ye yiwa o. Maganumo ye yiwa o sugere. Ye yiwa o. Ye yiwa ni ma no se ye yiwa so. Taranga mama no bio. Mama ni manu bie. Mama ni ma apa ulongaro. Kanu brigi aga we la o sugere. See si aguna gato no one wanted the never got the Rosary well mama when ya young bossa so ya mama so I am mama so young me to a year I am my Quapusity I am mama again yara cardia yes and give them a boy but to that. Ya won't bear na boy, but ye are what I done and na boy. Ye bear boy, ni man not inside of where you are. A power to get a gamma. Tanga mamma no bio. Bebe got the no be, Bebe got the long ago with I. A boy, you are. Mama read that yellow, you are. Mama we one Brain is not mama we one Seeing what bad man Mama rose see you longer there Mina got no Mama Mina got one So I am mother Nima knows the son I am man Emma it was so avia kuma ye ayaba piane na buyiwa ye ba bo yiwa yiwa na buyiwa apo abiso manga me akwa tambo siga ye ka menu wandoba so yamo pa magore so yambi to ayere o pa ma o pa ma bi to ayere o ayema o akwa busitire asu rere gore oro dole gonu ye we aton mare that the same who's so matter but ye can ne jalo kono baya ko zuba maro sa lui po togo ngolo po mama go ngoro dero apo maro se ri go ngoro so ye yiwa ni mano ye yiwa Senator Jones, you are. Ah, yeah, you was a Zogongolo. Don't want to get Papa Gongolo. Don't want to get you out. I'm a eat one. I got one because I'll be around here. Will you do my yard to what Mama fake like what? No bloody Mama, ya eat all. Mama Mosiana, Mosada Akaga Osiana. Apple why you are. Mama Vegila, why are you out? Sugere, you was Nima knows inside you out. Mark Blue woman, you out. Jeremiah, go you are. Nima made my gods at good. Oh, what a caron got Nima. So Isangazang Apapa Mama So Baba Mama Wapo you need go nuna Nima Ledoa Wapo we Ganwano Eganuna can look great for that. Check on with Bayanua Apo takes in the Evaga no never. Tiago
let me say a very big thank you to all of our listeners and our Muslim friends and brothers who have been fasting for the past month. We say congratulations to you. Tomorrow will be breaking of the fast. Tomorrow will be a big holiday in the Muslim community. And let me say kudos to all of our Muslim brothers and sisters. Kudos, you did it from Liberia. You did it for the interest of our country. You did it for the interest of Mama Liberia. And Mama Liberia will never forget you. So keep tuned, because tonight the discussions will not be an easy one. It will be a fantastic one. So that will be carried on by a few individuals here, which is my friend and brother. So it will be nice for all of you guys to be able to listen, because here we don't mix our voice. We say the facts. We say the fact just where it is, and just how it is. We don't mix our voice. We say the facts. We say the fact. If the government is doing well, we'll come here, we'll tell you that this government is doing well. If this government is not doing well, we'll come here to be able to tell you where we think that this government can be able to improve. Yeah. Okay. Let me say a very big thank you to all of our Muslim brothers and sisters. Let me say a very big thank you to all of you guys. You did it for the interest of our country, and we are here in order for us to be able to keep the momentum, in order for us to keep you informed, because Mama Liberia is the only country that we can never be deported from. So it will be nice. It will be fantastic for all of us. For us to be able to test our might and be able to pray for the interests of our country.
So I want to go what do want be here? I put my way out of it. What do want be here? If I don't me way, can't lie. Come in, you gotta pay. So I go, yeah, get up with. So I go, yeah, get up with. Guess I gotta pay. Listen to the pay. The one over, gotta pay.
Let me recognize three individuals. Let me recognize Beatrice, Monier. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you find yourself. Let me go down here the list. Let me be able to recognize Justin Dennis. Justin Dennis, thank you very much for tuning in. Let's come down here. Papi Mo, thank you for tuning in. And Brother Thomas Gray, thank you ever so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in.
All the things you doing, they're not able. All the road you facing, they're not able. All the light you bringing, they're not able. I say, they're not able. stop our mission, mission. Can't stop our vision, vision. We up the mountain, they down the valley. They get invest because we there. We up the mountain, they down the valley. They get invest because we there. Hallelujah. So we are the Mapeso in the land that we live in. The Lord is forevermore. So we are the Mapeso in the land that we live in. The Lord is forevermore. Opposition, the whole yard for us. Paparazzi, the whole yard for us. Home o'clock, the whole yard for us. Opposition, you're not able. They're not capable. They're not able. They're not capable. All the things you doing, they're not able. They're not capable. All the road you facing, they're not able. They're not capable. All the light you bringing, they're not able. Amen. They're not capable. I say, they're not able. They're not capable. Young say, I'm on the go. I say, I'm on. I say, young say, I'm on the go. I say, I'm on. Everybody clap for we are. Clap for we are. Come on, clap for we are. I say, come on, clap for we Moto, no problem. Moto, no problem. Moto, no problem. Moto, no problem. We are moto, no problem. Our moto, no problem. Initial moto, no problem. Alright. Rena. I want everybody make some noise. We will hold our hands. We will hold our vote. Mami, what I carry opposition. Oh. We will hold our hands. We will hold our hands. We will hold our vote. Mami, what I carry opposition. Oh. We will hold our hands. Opposition, you're not able. They're not capable. They're not able. They're not capable. All the things you.
As you can see, this is the Ghana Way at my Syria court. I've been here for decades, for a couple of years, since the resignation of current president Joseph Yuma Bwaka Sion. This place have been here in less than 2 years. This president have started this process, as you can see, giving some leverage of responsibility and attaching value to the ecosystems by building this structure. And so you can see the new one here. So I mean, this is great. I've seen a Liberian journalists. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Anthony.
Yes, your name, sir.
So I'm Joseph Tume from the Africa Daily newspaper,
Okay.
and we are here at Banabe Town Hall.
Right.
We are actually very impressed because when people working for the nation, these are some of the transformation you see.
Okay.
You see, government is what? Is a leading factor that can lead the country to progress.
Okay.
You can see the great difference here, right?
Okay.
See here, this era was a very tiny era.
Okay.
It was a very tiny area that was hosting almost 3 different churches.
Okay.
But you can see the fantastic building that is being constructed.
Okay.
It's a very big transformation and a total transformation.
Okay.
So this is not about regime, this is not about party, this is not about politics, but this is about the country.
Okay.
Because when people come tomorrow, they happen to visit the Banabe Tunnel, when they check they will see the level of effort that's been applied by the country to transform the judiciary system.
Okay.
You cannot take judiciary branch is one of the greatest, most responsible branch of government. They determine the fifth of the country, they determine the fifth of the citizen because they render the justice and the ruling sector to be able to even encourage investors. You cannot expect responsible people leaving their homes, so coming to work, then they've been here for over 10 or 15 years without progress. But even their presence in the building alone can make them to feel like, yes, they have responsibility to carry out. Because the environment, investment in the environment itself will tell each of the judges that, yes, you have a responsibility and the world is looking at you. Can you imagine? We spoke with a lot of people. Even the sheriff have that decent office here. But here you could see I visited it era 3 different times.
Okay.
Normally it used to be very overcrowded. When you get in there, you experience a lot of heat. Because I think only one chamber and the other few offices are there. But with here, accordingly, you have 3 chambers, lot of offices. We even understood that some office spaces still look empty.
Yeah.
So there's a total transformation tendency, as you can see. We are very proud of Waka regime for the kind of a transformation he's carrying on infrastructure-wide.
Okay. Now, but Joe, you are saying there exactly, but people, let's say opposition or people in the opposition, politicians, think that this president is a president that don't respect the rule of law. Now, if you don't respect the rule of law, coming up with such a structure and providing dignity to judges, lawyers, including even those that have cases coming to such a place, how can you describe that?
You know, it's politics. Opposition, we never talk about your good side, but for really independent body, until it is proven, that's the only time we can render judgment. Well, in no scenario I can say the government I respect the rule of law. The capital building, how they call it, some attack, it's been processed through the court. If there is no respect to the rule of law, they could just grab somebody and say, "Man, you're going to jail." You're not going to court. But however, our opposition talk, and then we are not talking about politics. Actually, I don't like to talk about politics because all politicians are the same. But we feel proud when we see them taking action to improve the standard living of the country and to bring total positive and transformation.
So you think they should go across the country, not just Monrovia?
Yes. So in fact, and you see, if you want a total transformation, you have to target places that exactly need more help and what they need. Do the survey. Like this is Town Hall. It's one of the most populated township in Monrovia, right? You have seen the structure, right? And you see some report coming up from different counties. You see some of the courthouses, they are mud house, some of them are abandoned. So since you have built a very big building here, you can carry something like a structure like this to those places that was lacking a good facility.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes, it should be holistic.
What can you tell the president?
The president, I want for him to double up. I don't want to praise him because that's his responsibility. That's why he was elected for. If I say I want to praise him now, put him in a very comfortable zone, but he has to double up. Liberia is behind. If you travel from right here to Ghana, you will know Liberia is behind. But some of us have been out of Africa, have gone to different countries. We want to see our country like those countries that we have visited. If you enter right here, Kenya, you will give glory to God.
So you think Liberians need to embrace such an initiative undertaken by the government?
You have to be developmental oriented. Because even with the journalists, we have what we call developmental reporting, right? Those are such a good story people want to hear, want to see. Some people say, "Oh, you guys are critical, like tennis is critical." Just have to make it critical. We are not critical. Now we are promoting government. If anything is commendable, we commend it. Okay. If it is condemnable, we condemn
Even
it.
if the opposition does right.
No, I don't have position.
Okay. You don't have opposition.
I don't have position. I'm neutral. I don't have position.
Okay, thanks so kindly.
Thank you, Tennyson.
Joseph Tume is the managing editor of Africa Daily newspaper, one of the top talking newspaper in Liberia. And of course,
2029, CDC already died. CDC not get political party. Yeah, for me, I'm a realist. The CDC political party is a joke. You know, for a judge, we have to defeat a Joseph Waka. For a judge, we have to defeat a Joseph Waka in 2029 election. Almost like caterpillar rolling on small car. Joseph Waka will damn it. Oh, I'm clear. For me, my brother, everywhere. Right now, when you go around.
You say when you know the party defeat or CDC, how is it going to be like?
When you know the party defeat CDC?
You say you're going to be like Caterpillar what?
Caterpillar, the big machine, working on taxes, breaking it. That's how it's going to be. I mean, the money will be too wide. My point is simple. My brother, government is continuity. But government has the greatest responsibility. Government has the greatest responsibility to take care of its people. Joseph Waka is taking care of the country. We was making fun and making the country to be a place that is living. He can control anybody and do anything. When we tell him to do this, he doesn't want to do it. But listen to me, we're not here for fun. My own point is, sympathetic help Liberia. If you say this place we need to open it, immediately go and open it. Don't think about your second term. And that is where Joseph Baga is working. Joseph Baga does not think about second term. My brother, the team for the Liberian people, I want to mention clear. He's doing what is needed for the Liberian people. My brother, let me tell you something. We must be clear on this. You can look at the tension wire. Look, no. You're supposed to go about 100 feet far from the tension wire. No. You're not supposed to be here. What's there? Why would you look at it?
What's your final word?
My final word is, I say thanks to the government and people of Liberia for their support. To those people, thanks to President Joseph Yuma Kwaka and the way he's managing the country schools. But again, from the angle of the youth, I'm calling on President Kwaka. That document that I saw, the plan, the manifesto, the program that he has for the youth, I'm calling on the president to look in so that the youth program that he has should not just be on the book, but the program must be implemented fully so that the youth population in Liberia can grow and develop so that Liberia can be a better society, safe, free, and transparent for everybody. So again, I'm also grateful that the President of the Republic of Liberia sent delegation now to Guinea and to resolve some of our issues that we are having with the Guinean government. I'm grateful. Right now there is a peace talk that is ongoing and the area is calm. So
how can you come here if you can run? How can you come here? You see nothing. Run can kill you. Kill a man. Run can kill you. Kill a man. Hey, day. Zero gun. Hey, day.
All right, thank you ever so much for tuning into the Manelson Abrakar Talk Show. Yeah, before we start, let me go to our comment box. Let me recognize Malavla Kezali. Mama, how you doing? Dema Oma Kensley. She worried about Liberia being transformed. And that is a good thing for our mothers to be thinking about the good of their children. That is good. And let me recognize here Ellen Paul. Ellen Paul for long time, never see. What's up? What's up with you? And yeah. So far so good. Let me go across now in order for me to be able to bring my co-host. Zizi, how you doing?
Yeah, Abi. How you doing this evening or night? This night.
I'm doing quite much good. You know, I'm doing fantastic as you expect me for me to be. You know, we have called now to duty to come to do what we know best. That is the reason why we are here. We are here to come to contribute to our growth and development of our country. So, what say you? What is on your mind?
Thank God I'm getting better. The cold been on me since Sunday, but I've been fighting it. So it's glad to be back tonight again to give our opinions. Everything about Liberia is on my mind. Guinea is still in the news for all the different reasons. The president is focused on moving the country forward. He was dedicating an IMF project. He visited the Senate today. So despite some international negotiation or international dispute or whatever you can call it going on, the president is focused internally on his agenda, and I think he's doing well, and that's what he should be focused on as we work behind the scenes on the diplomatic circle. Which I'll go into it a little bit later on, but the way some Liberians taking it as if to say we forced to fight war, you know, like water force, you know. But it's good to be here, Avi.
All right, okay. You know, as for me, you know, let me recognize my Allah, Benedict Makati. Benedict Makati was up, my friend and brother. This is my Allah. My Allah, when I visited LIB, and the funny thing about it is that during the days of schools, there was certain individual that myself were very much close. So when I went to Liberia, I don't care whether I was in a hole, this guy then will be able to find me. And that was one of the guys was Benedict McCarthy. Benedict McCarthy, I salute you, my friend and brother. Like for me, what is on my mind, the good of this government, the good that this government is doing, that is what is on my mind. The government went today, the government were able to open a new brand university today. A new brand university in Magibi. And the president met with the House of Senate today to discuss some issues. And so I am zealous. I am overzealous because when I see the people working, the man who they used to say he is a sleeping giant, the man who they used to say that man retire, the man should go to old folks home. That is a man that we are enjoying today. And for the issue of Ghana and for the issue of Guinea, I don't want to pay that. I don't want to pay that much attention because Liberia will never go back to war.
No.
So if Guinea want war, let them go fight among their friends. But war to come in Liberia, that is no. Well, let me play you a clip here.
All right, folks. Our apologies for that break-in. We are now live in the Salumba town, where the citizens are gathered to meet with members of the Joint Security, live from Salumba town, and of course, you have the one
now come out to greet
and the police
town people
IG
here, and this is the main
engaging
Solomon
with the
town.
town, the leaders and residents of the Salumba town. So this is where we are. Spoon TV, thanks for joining us. There's been some tension here, but the tension is being calmed. Of course, the elders of the town, residents of the Salumba town, have gathered here now. So thanks for joining us. Spoon TV. We are live at the Salumba town here, where residents of the town have gathered as well to meet with members of the Joint Security. So thanks for joining us. You have the elders there, the Inspector General of Police, and some residents of the town. So this is where we are. So check on the camera. Let me try to see.
There's a banana.
I'm guessing.
So because of time, we'll be brief. And so based on that, while I am speaking, I now have somebody to interpret what I'm making stuff. Simple. If you want the director is speaking, and somebody will put it down for our understanding. And I want for it? Yes, sir. So again, this afternoon, I want to say very big thank you to God Almighty for having us here. This is Solomon Town, and all the surrounding villages that are along the border. We are here on behalf of the Foya Statutory District and the people of one administrative district, especially so the township of Solomba, City, Honorable IG, Honorable Reverend Paul, who are hard work for you again. From the time of this situation, we have documented in the ID of people and our security team from the LIS to the police, Kansas Police Commando. On that very Wednesday, we saw one of them that led us to the water side. At that point of the police, our situations are very relaxed. I have to say that because in the absence of two people who were there with them, they said they can't rest, they can't go back until they see the kids spirit. And on that day, they saw the kids spirit. One or two spoke to them and said, don't go back. Now that we are here, we are here. So, they didn't go well. I'd like to say that. Appreciate it. All the Johnson community. All the people who see in front of us, they try their best. So, you are welcome. I know you can sit in Monrovia and be hearing all the things, and you can come here. We appreciate your coming. I know you have to say something to your people. So, the floor is yours. You are welcome.
Good afternoon to all. Ici à la hausse. I want to say thanks to you all for coming. We ask for everybody to come around so that we can talk to you. And provide you some level of reassurance. On behalf of the government of Liberia, the National Security Council,
also to comment to you,
through the Joint Security, the only reason why government pay us for is to make sure that we keep the citizenry safe.
Let's some comment to you, let me madanya mlawa nyekene.
And it is in times like these that we must prove to our citizens that the taxes that you pay us with, it is at work.
Ma comment to you, Jona Pa Fule, Lenya Mada, Otona Pa.
People may be afraid here at this point in time, but I want to tell you that you are safe. When you physically see the security, and when you see the immigration, the police, where you see that they're portion of the security you got here.
Politician Chahawa, much security actually in the immigration now.
You know, in the Bible, the prophet turned to the man, he said, I pray that God will open your eyes so you can look around the mountain and see who is there for you.
Me, when I do my Yomhara Dilima, America, let me one noche. Open me Bambe Cho, Mosina, Wanacholong, Lenuo.
The entire joint security of Liberia. Listen, the entire, I'm taking nothing from there. Everybody present here. You can see small, you can see over everybody present here.
Nyanya Chomos was son no de la bela po, Achonano. Upon la Sinadale, like Achoman Kani Ninte, I think I told one county landing, Latini national pole, Kiatunano.
This country is a country of peace. We are going through our years of war. We will make sure that this particular situation will be settled diplomatically.
Lending, lending, call you election. We are to work in natural levels in Shama. Then I next way, hey, Jolly the calling, Hammy to Shang on a cannoning, my Joyum nothing.
Our presence here is not because we came to fight war. We came to protect you all so that you can know yourself to you got security and that you can sleep and continue your business and your normal activities.
Tira kenama mpe ahina mahina lesinda ma wuyo panda ma sogana ma kumito fole kya hinna no lena manda mla mungo chata nyala mla tosha yulale nyale mla yola kya pata nyala tosa lesa bona kyo na.
The diplomatic aspect of it has been handled, a communique has been signed, and within the coming days, you will see this station go down. So nobody should try to take advantage of it.
Nupanda akomekio la konyo la chi lelang nyanya choyo nonante anya chal nya chal.
We want to encourage everybody to continue to do their normal business. Go about it as you have always been. But I got an advice for the youth.
Acho nya pile akio mala chal la tosa yulale nyale mila tosa bata nyalang kano sila de papianwa.
First, you stood up and you showed the people that you are together and unified in protecting your community.
Meso e kanung kanon sene yomla chom lembe mla chom chiendo mara chom yomno ple le menya lo kumla songa le lembe nyale nge.
So we want to say thank you. Thank you.
Le lande sabo nya barika ben ben o nya chio du jo hole.
And I want you to clap for yourself.
Alan chom ngole nya.
But like you all asked yourself when the national security comes with POPA, and y'all have done it.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. But let me go across. Let me go. What say you? Looking at the police IG going to such a Zoom. What say you?
You know, the security forces are just trying to give our people a calm mind and let them know that their government is there to provide them safety and to provide them peace of mind while we deal with this awkward situation. I can say this unnecessary situation that's at our northern border. I believe AB this Guinea situation was masterminded to see if our president was trigger happy to abandon his arrest agenda and the AAD for inclusive development that has laid out his plan to improve Liberia from now to 2030 and for the next generation. We have the overhead bridge going on. We got major highways being paved. You better start the pavement from Simple Bridge to Bull Waterside, Medina to Robertsport. You have Madikoma to Vonjama, from Salaye to Vonjama. You have the road being paved to the southeast all the way down to Maryland. You have the Barclayville Road that's been started. You have we waiting on our MCC compact, AB. We are in the process of getting our MCC compact. The overhead bridge is going on. So schools are being built. Water and sewer is expanding. LEC is expanding. We should leave all of these things and just go start fighting war with Guinea for one reason. So there's a show of force that the police RG just went there to calm the minds of our people, and those who just think that because Guinea there we should just go push there and erupt. You know, people who are in opposition, they are the ones that say that the president is weak. What President Biden doing? You know, I listen to Spoon, that other criminal. He said that talk about the president giving speech. Why he not in Kosu? Why he not in this? Why he not in that? Look, Mr. Fool, you are a criminal. You already wanted something that you didn't get, so at all costs, you are separate for this government to fall. But everywhere you turn, nothing. You can see no crack. You can see no sign that this government is going anywhere. So, Abi, we are not going to leave our developmental agenda to fuel war with Guinea. It will be taken care of back door. What Guinea still want 1 week ago. They say that 2 weeks ago they will move, and Labro will continue to move on. So it was just nice that the people saw security presence, and to assure them that we are there to provide peace and security for our people. It might be an awkward movement for them because what we experienced for 14 years, nobody want to go through it. Even right now, I'll give you an example. One of my buddy came here and went to July 4th and the firework. And when you went through the Civil War, you nobody gotta tell you what to do when you hear certain sound. So we sitting at the firework and play music, all the thing. When I'm ready now for the firework, my man, the guy haven't seen firework before. It be the first firework at the launch. Brother, that boy start taking cover, my man. The man start taking cover, yeah. When nothing I do when you hear that racket chatter and I was sending auto post. So I'm looking at the guy. When the guy called the center, I said, my man, a firework go. I think they can do it every July for the guy said, talking about my heart beating. I thought I was gone. So that the kind of phobia we get when it comes to war. So that why you see the old man by the time they hear that little news, they say, you know what? We know the sun, we can hear the sun, and we know how to take precaution. Why you see that whole little village around there is empty. So that in case by all means if something was going to happen, Guinea will find it difficult because no civilian population will be over there. So the AFL or the joint security who all were going to take care of them right to that water side that we put the same reinforcement. We already finished crossing in Guinea. But we don't intend on doing that. We intend on carrying forward the improvement of the life of the Liberian people. Liberia have suffered so much. We are way behind. 6 years of George, we have took us back 25 years. In 2 years, the president has brought us up at least to on top of the water to breathe a little bit, and we want to continue carrying on. So it was a good thing that the RG went there, and hopefully the diplomacy can continue and Dumbuya can call his mess off and call his troops back home.
For me, when I saw the RG there this morning, it was not surprising to me because I know the government intentions. I know this government, their clear mandate. The government clear mandate is to make sure to be able to build a life of the hopeless and be able to give life to those who feel that there's no way out. So, by some tiny, some mosquito bring sedition and talking, hey, when our we are, then we'll be able to go to war. Thank God it is not we are. Thank God that it is not we are, that this the Momo Jomo boy that they call Dumuya, he will get tired and he will recall his men. But the bottom line is that no person crossing, no person coming in. So the how come the security understand the men whole agenda. So they say, okay, we'll just put blanket right here. So you cross the Canaan onto our land, no problem. You can be there, but no person going in, no person coming out.
It's a major port of
entry,
commercial activity for
the Guineans.
For Gigedu, yeah, Gigedu. Gigedu, the people from Gigedu come across to buy palm oil, other stuff there. So here people got more to lose than our people.
Exactly.
So Foya is right there. They lay villages around there. They can take their stuff to Foya, and the Foya can't get access to Gegedu. They can go to Bonjama, you know. So I really don't know who are the people behind this stuff, but it started with this whole dress thing and kind of found out this morning. They said it was one sedition that started dredging on the Macondo River, and that
Yeah,
one brought a whole saga.
I get a clip here
You
for
know?
me to be able to play for us.
Yeah, they say like
Let,
that stuff brought a whole saga, and
Today, I have chosen this shrine of Liberia, the vicinity of the Centennial Pavilion and the Providence Baptist Church, where the Constitution of Liberia was adopted. To speak to the Liberian people, but more to speak to President Joseph Yuma Boakai. I'm standing by the grave of President Tubman, the man who prevented war between Liberia and Guinea right at the beginning of the independence of Guinea. I spoke about it in my write-up. President Tubman was influenced by the French offer air support, naval support, and the military and their military hardware for President Tubman to fight for territories that were lost to French Guinea during the colonial period after independence. They came to President Tubman and said, we can help you to acquire all of your land that we took from you in Guinea today, because President Sekou Touré has driven us from Guinea. I heard this story from Foreign Minister Silla in 1992 when I was sent to see President Conte as a special envoy of President Emosi Sawyer to the presidents of Sierra Leone and Guinea. I met President Joseph Momo, but then when I got to Guinea, President Conte had gone to the forest region. It was about the fear that ECOMO would leave Liberia because President Sawyer had gone to see President Gaddafi and had not informed his colleagues about it, so he sent me with a special message. And Foreign Minister Silla told me, Mr. Gonglo, I will not cancel our law then, go and tell President Sawyer not to worry. Even if all of the ECOMO troops leave Liberia, Guinea can never leave Liberia because Guinea owes a debt of gratitude to Liberia that Guinea will never be able to pay. He said, after independence, because we did not want to be a part of assimilation, like Ivory Coast and Senegal and the other former French colonies, France took pipes, electric wires, everything, ransacked Guinea, and then put a naval blockade. Nothing could come in Guinea. Guinea could not export. And then came the President Tubman and said, we can give you military support, air, naval, and our military mission war tanks for you to regain the territories that we took from you, including the whole of Nimba Mountain. President Tubman said, you have given it to our brothers, and I can tell you, I, as president of Liberia, will not allow 1 ounce of any African blood, Guinean blood or Liberian blood, to be wasted for the land that he took away from us. He didn't stop there. He turned to the Guineans and told President Sekou Touré, since there's a naval blockade on you, you can get all of your goods through the free port of Monrovia. You can export through the free port of Monrovia. This story was told me by the foreign minister of Guinea in 1992. So I strongly believe that Guinea and Liberia will never fight. But I hear Liberians say, oh, the way the Guineans came to the border, yes, the Guineans may have overreacted, but what was the cause? The cause that we have heard unofficially is that some people in this government were mining gold and diamond in that water. It's a violation of international law. When there is a river, any stream, any water between two states, for you to carry on that kind of operation, carry mining operation, it has to meet the consent of the other country. It is a violation of our law. And so I'm calling upon President Boakai, standing in this shrine of Liberia, the Centennial Pavilion, the grave of President Tubman, and the Providence Baptist Church, where our Constitution was drafted and adopted, for him to launch a serious investigation, a very serious investigation. And anybody who is found to have violated this international law that brought Guinea and Liberia nearly to war, to be held accountable. If it is a minister in his government, that minister should be dismissed. If it is someone in the other branch of government, that person should be prosecuted. It was an act of treason. Something that will undermine the sovereignty of Liberia. If President Barker does not do it, then he's complicit, and I will launch a campaign for his impeachment. I'm very serious about it. We will not allow anybody to undermine the stability of Liberia. We have not even recovered from the effects of the war. We are still trying to rebuild our country. And for the greed of some people, they want to put us in trouble for no reason, for their pockets. Government is meant for the people. Service to the people is not meant to fill pockets. That's why I always say government is a place to serve, not to steal. This is a call I'm making on President Barker. I'm very serious about it. Even he wants to put me on that special commission to investigate, I'm prepared. We have to reach to the bottom of this. It's a national duty. He better not fail. If he fails, then he's part of it. We'll hold him accountable. And then we'll launch a campaign for his impeachment. This is my message to President Barker and seeking the support of the Liberian people. We have never had conflict with any of our borders. It did not happen on a door. It did not happen on a Taylor. It did not happen even with the rebel factions during the war. It cannot happen under the government that the Liberian people expected to display the highest degree of maturity in governance. This is my call. I thank you very much.
Councillor Gonglo says something very much key. But let me hear from you before I be able to take my 2 cents. Let me hear from you what the councillor said.
Yeah, so that's the history with Guinea and Liberia. We should be talking about claiming land from Guinea instead of Guinea trying to claim a piece of black right across the river. So when you follow the historical context, like Liberia and Guinea, like we are the big brothers. We existed before Guinea. Foreign powers that have marginalized them fought us and took some of our land and gave it to Guinea. But yet and still, as African and as the big brother at that time, we say, you know what? Forget the land. The people matters. So we left it. Even with the support to go to come to on the backside to stop Guinea in the back, we did not do that. And I will Councillor Gonglo on this one, Whoever was the reason for this trigger, people are planning to undermine this government because of the way the government is moving at a lightning speed when it comes to development and targeting international support and other stuff like that. So whether it's one of his ministers or whoever, Councillor Gonglo has already offered his service to be the chairman on our investigation. Let the president go ahead and appoint him while we going through the back door diplomatically to solve this problem for Guinea to leave. Even a Guinea leave, that person that triggered this whole situation should be fired. In a minister. Somebody said, well, Minister Nimade that will hire a dread on our Makona River. Either he, let him go. Let him go sit down and say, who he is stake, where he can be where he already owe. Say you owe, then you want to put all the young people their life in danger by going dread that your representative, all the money you ate, all the squash car, all the gas they gave you, that will not satisfy you.
That's the thing.
All that will not satisfy you. All the money in that EU government. It not satisfy you can go put stupid dread on international water and start money. And what are you told Damo, you told Go, or you not to get, you not to just the fact that you want to put a dredging equipment on the river and You can say you money for sand. You can be dredging the sand and see that the mineral going in bags. We know all I want. So in a human, let it be fire. Human is not big past Liberia.
So are you telling me? Are you telling me that there's no other place to get sand? No other place in Lofa County to get sand that right on the Makona River?
Who know for him?
A river that is between a two country.
Yeah.
That river, Liberia does not own it. Guinea does not own it. That river is between two countries. Then you go there, you start dragging.
Before you do it, dredging in our river,
there should be a communication. There should be a communication sent.
The two ministries that we have, Liberia Mines and Energy, Guinea got their own energy ministry. The two supposed to coordinate where we have representative, whatever is being mined there can be shared between the countries. But you don't have no right to go join on Makona River to start dredging, say you mining sand. Because you don't want no money. In a human, let it be fire.
No. On this one, I am with Councillor Gonglo on this one.
Of course.
On this one, I will Councillor Gonglo because we cannot be able to sit down here. We see our country going back. We will not do that.
For one man greed.
So if the human day, I don't care what he is, who to, they know the bell already. They know the bell already.
No, you might buy your retire now. You're retired.
So if the human day going to that Makona River in the name of going to go drag sand, why you should be able to do that unilaterally by carrying a dragging machines? And the poor warn them. The poor warn him first. The poor when they took some part of the machines, they told him, stop this thing that you are doing here. For you to
not like you heard Councillor Gonglo talking, one man action should not put
the country,
the sovereignty of Liberia at stake. Exactly. And that's treason. You do something that innocent people's life is at stake. A serious, drastic measure should be taken by the president. I support Councillor Gonglo 100% on day one. Let the president go with a chopping knife. Let him chop whoever was there. Chop their rope. Let him go sit down and retire. If like human, say you're already working with state, let him just go sit down and retire. Because you're already in the grave. You're not going to put young people in their life at danger. You got people moving from place to place for that deliberate. They see how the livelihood of them about to change because of what the president is doing. The yellow machine is going to open the farm roads, the back roads, all the different roads that will give them access to where they couldn't reach, to where their farm produce were, and they had to walk 7 miles to go there, and before they get back, some are erratic. Cars will be able to go through all those different channels connecting towns and villages. We don't need people like Nimade or whoever it was putting our country at risk when we're focusing on different things. And it's good that even the councillor know that diplomatic channel is what will solve this problem.
It is the best.
We do not need any war. So all the warmongers who feel that say Guinea sitting to that river there, they're not Liberia again. Go to Ghana. And you gotta play like any player you cousin. You go to Ghana or you go to Guinea and be citizen there. Say Guinea not take your sovereignty from you. We're not fighting war.
You know, my friend and brother Zeze, this thing here, Councillor Gonglo put it the right way. Councillor Gonglo put it the right way, and he was at a historical site. He was at a historical site, and when he was speaking, and the councillor said that Guinea and Liberia, they are brothers and sisters.
But so, if Tommy was a greedy person, Tommy get France behind him, and Morocco was already behind her, then Great Britain was Tommy almost like a darling to Great Britain. Guinea was coming all around Guinea. All that land was coming taken from them.
Exactly.
But Tommy was not a greedy man. He believed in a pan-Africanism. That's why you saw Tottenham was the reason why you saw the OAU, the Maroon Union, the ECOWAS, all these other independence that African countries were getting. Tottenham government was the bedrock of Pan-Africanism. So
Exactly.
they fool in getting to need to read history and know that
I'm telling
just
you.
because you were born in 1984 doesn't mean that you can read. Okay, that old zero mentor. So what he get? Like, look at that video where he play. He enter a car, give him flare like. So what I want for? What pick do me acting like that for? When I want that whole gun?
The man, Jerry,
That one
keep
that
it.
somebody who could use that goes on front line.
I'm telling
Like
you.
one of there. Like one of
Anyway,
there. When the year goes on, they can't go near there. They just give you order behind the bar.
okay. All right, let me also switch the discussion right now. Let me play you this.
Want people to know that they deserve the best, and that's what we're going to give them. When the yellow machine comes, they are not to be eaten, they are to bring about development. Because we want our people not to be beggars, we want to open up the country so they can be farmers, they can be people that will provide for our country, that will send their children to good school. It is easier today in Liberia that everybody can do it. I want to send my children to Rwanda. We always look for greener pastures. Let's create them here. You have everything here that is needed to build this country. Only if you change your mentality and decide to make this country what it should be, by making sure the resources of this country go into building this country for the betterment of our people. And so today we are here to commission a building, not just a building. I know those people who think about nothing in this country but from the hand to the mouth. They will ask that school we will eat, that road we will eat, that yellow machine we will eat. Of course, you are going to eat all of those things. But we're talking about things that build this nation. Education, invest in World Bank partners. When you look on the back of the program, you had their support from the World Bank. There was a mentality in this country, the World Bank program. The people of the World Bank support people who are serious and mean business. And so this morning we had a very good meeting before we came here. We want to say to all of you, the purpose for which you come to this program is not just to sit there and look. When we have done our part, we turn it over to you. Each of you has a responsibility the way this school is going to be run. The students that come here.
So you listen to our president. Our president was saying, it is time to build this country. It is time to invest in the educational system. But some young people, as the president was saying, as soon as they brought the yellow machine, they're saying that the yellow machine will eat. As soon as the president building road, they said that road will eat. But they forget to know that a good road will put food on their tables. A good road will be able to make a market woman for her to be able to have good access to the market. So, these are things that the president was speaking about. And I 100% agree with him. You see now today, gasoline price are the way that it was during George Manawia time. That's not how the gasoline price is in the Southeast. Because the road network, the road is not 100%. Even Musa Hassan Berete pressed that road. Let me leave it with you so you can be able to say your one or two.
See, you not eat roll, but roll will save your life. When people are hitching in the mud for 2 weeks, people pregnant, ambulance break down in mud, you can't reach to the hospital. You can't reach to the hospital, you in pain. Some people end up dying in mud. So, only ignorant people will say that road will eat, that yellow machine will eat, that school will eat. But one thing that the president said over there that rang a bell was instead of going to look for greener pasture, let's create here. Why you think most Americans said they were born, they don't know, they haven't traveled all of their country, even though they have the opportunity with their passport to go anywhere in the world that they want to go to. Because what? They're not going to look for greener pasture. Maybe before the war, I mean, my father was not a rich man. He was just a banker working with National Bank. My father was not rich, but was not poor. Okay? I was attending St. Peter Lutheran High School in the 7th grade, 1990, when the war came. I'm not gonna be on my mind. I had electricity, we had water, we took back on a shower, we ate the best food. Every Saturday my dad used to go on the beach. He buy the fish, the cavale, the gripper, cassava fish, catfish. He bring it, we'll clean the thing and put it in the fridge. Every Sunday we eat the fish head soup before we go to church. We come home, my mother cook tomogi every Sunday. Now every Sunday we eat tomogi. Okay? So life was good. I wasn't telling my brother I was in good school. The only time I'm not gonna be going my hair AB after the war, I was in St. Patrick's, which is another great school that was in Liberia. But I was thinking that when I graduate, I didn't want to go to University of Liberia. So that's the only thing that brought America business in my head. Okay? So if greener pastures is created in Liberia where the average young Liberian can be able to own their own car, like maybe we used to look at car in Liberia like that black snake. You can't even afford a bicycle. Let alone you say motorbike before you talk about car. But if we can create that Liberia where investors or businesses are booming, farmers are making money from farming. Tell me, you don't want to go visit other country and come back. Yeah, Rwanda, there where everybody in Liberia wants to send their people to Rwanda. What kind of standards does Rwanda get as compared to Liberia? But that's the facade that has been created because our country, because Rwanda has fought her to put policy in place for their citizens to be clean. That one of the things Rwanda running on. Oh, Rwanda is one of the cleanest cities in Africa because they took drastic measures, breaking down all these street selling, all the different things there. So if we can create that in Liberia, Liberians will enjoy themselves because what? We have a lot of natural resources. We have the beach, we have the mountain. Like people want to go hike. Like here, when I hear the white people talk about they're going camping, they're going hiking. All that thing in Africa, the places that where the dense forest, the animal there, the flower there, what the white people are looking for, is all over there. So that is the government that you see in power. Then people want for the fuel war. You are seeing a president that is thinking in the future, and people want to go back. And we can't do that. So I applaud the president again, like I told you, why he's negotiating this nightmare that we have on the border, almost like a boogeyman or whatever you can call it. Why we trying to squash that thing diplomatically? Internally, the president is focused on the arrest agenda, and I think that's what we should focus on as we move this year towards 2029.
Okay. All right. Keep your call coming out on 215-266-6509 Or you can keep your call coming out on a WhatsApp number on 231 plus 231 887777757. Once more, 888-777757. That is the number to call on our WhatsApp line, and you'll be live on the Abrakar Talk Show. And or you can be able to call us on 215-266-6509. Or you can be able to call us on 215-266-6509. That is the number to call, or you can better call on our WhatsApp number on plus 231 887777757. That is the number to call. And you know the enjoyable part of this whole discussion here is that the pay is giving them their ear. The pay is adding a you say hearing it.
So now I hear the people say when they say they all want a World project. Yeah, World project, but World Bank serious. The World Bank gave them money to implement project, and they
Then
say
you
that
take
there.
it. Then you take
They
it.
say
You eat it.
yeah, they say that you dedicate the project by your own. World Bank gave you project, you take the money, eat it. Then when people asking you, you say that Omen bigger to the money. You know, that Omen bigger to get that money to they get money to you to implement project. You do it, but the Papa when the World Bank gave him money to say, no, Papa, build good school for your youth. Okay, World Bank let go. I go dedicate that school. They gave you money to build hospital. World Bank let go. The hospital you get, that area, council let dedicate it. World Bank gave you project to go do agriculture. World Bank let go. They the producer, they put taking the producer to the factory. So, you know, even the people that are in opposition, they really don't know what is opposition in terms of like they want to create negative story in order to be seen as opposition. No, that's not how you do opposition. Look, if you are opposition, the foul movement of the country should be your first priority. Hit the government where the government is not performing. That where your message should be going. Like, look, the government said they're going to do this. They are not doing this. We feel we can do it better than this. But all your own opposition, oh, they so $10 million for the people. Joseph Boga government corrupt. Oh, Guinea saying out there. Oh, what is Joseph Boga doing? Oh, Guinea saying out there. Oh, what is Joseph Boga doing? The papa 2 women. Look at the way papa reading his speech. The man he costume, he eat t-shirt. The papa can the way all the different, all the nonsense there. What am I gonna do when you be an opposition?
The funny thing about it is that I enjoyed our last clip that I played. What the guy said that Joseph Boga will flood there just to say Caterpillar walking what
But you see that kind of man, the people can be taking no kind of put on to be stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
That man gave you sound opinion. Okay? The man told you Joseph Boga is doing what the people want him to do to improve their life. Okay? When you bring in medicine, maybe for medicine to be in all hospitals, when you bring it, when you put in lights in rural areas, in clinics, that people are using torchlight and flashlight to do delivery and operation. When you are opening roads that people used to die on, even the Duster Road where other people created something today, they had a same Duster Road, but that Duster Road turned to mud and people are dying there week in, week out. People are dying on those Duster Road. But the same Duster Road, the people face it, and people are moving freely. They're not dying on the road again. Their goods are not spoiling, and their livelihood is changing. So if we do all those things, and then the public go ahead and pave that road. You saw the man, our interpreter, the man said he never thought he could have seen quota reach Tapeta in a lifetime. Okay? Look at the area here, oh, Papi, that praised Nuta, the agriculture minister. I don't know if you saw that video. The Papi is 80 years old. The agriculture minister went to I don't know, Sastan or where? Sastan?
Yeah, that's Sastan.
Agriculture minister went to Sastan to ask for 50 acres for them to do coconut, to plant coconut, because the southeast, the soil that there is good for coconut and palm. But the agriculture minister want to go ask for 50 acres. Any young man say that the first time he ever saw a minister to come sit with his people, he finally gave him more than 50 acres. That's the government we are talking about. And you got fools sitting in places wishing bad for the government. They cherry pick these little things. And the Papa does not care. The Papa told his people, we are not running a Facebook government. Now why you see everything goes through the information ministry. And the information ministry does not just go online publishing nonsense, JB defender, ARD defender. We are going to do, we will do, we are about to do. You know, like the other people that are their slogan there, we intend to do, we will do, we are about to do, we are going to do, we are doing. So anything before the Ministry of Information pour any information, they get it from the main source and bring it to the public. If it's about health, they go to the health ministry. If it's about education,
let me play this clip.
Thank you.
Good.
They did well for us.
Thank you.
So I tell them thank you.
That's good. And so the residents are happy and they are jubilating, you know, the lights, the street lights, of course, the street lights are on. The street lights, very, very bright, folks, you can see from this distance. The residents are jubilating, and this is the first time for LEC. The people here, residents here, have been using community current. Ladies, hello, ma, welcome.
Yes, thank you.
How do you feel about the lights?
I'm so excited. I don't even know what to do.
Wow, tell us your name.
My name is Spirit Later.
Good. Wonderful. That's what the lady as well. Tell us your name. Okay, what's your name?
My name is Anna Soma.
Okay. And so what do you want to say?
Yes, I want to tell the people thank you for what they have done for us.
Okay.
It shouldn't be like that. The other one should come and we can be
Thank you very much.
Live business.
Wonderful.
Yes, sir.
And so
nothing to say right now because the enjoyment of the land is too much in all.
Thank you.
Now, all we get to tell you.
Oh, wonderful.
The government, thank you very much for the hard work.
Okay.
The representative again.
Okay. So let's hear from you too. Tell us the name.
Yeah, my name is Umar S. Sofana.
Okay.
I appreciate whatever you do. Pertaining about the trust issue.
Okay.
The current issue. I'm very, very happy how the government is moving forward.
Okay.
Because a lot of youth are spoiling.
Great.
Yeah. I love how the youth. This time they are raising the youth. I love how they doing it.
Thank you. Hope you guys will use the light to study. And not something else. You'll use it to study?
Yes.
Great, thank you so much. Great. Okay, let's hear from this brother as well. Good evening and welcome to Chada TV.
I want to say thank you very much, Mr. Elijah Easter KK.
Tell us your name.
Standing before you, I'm Evangelist Junior G. Konyaga.
Okay.
I'm very happy.
Wow.
Because first time in history, it is first time in history since our late Kwapui opened this area and gave it to Liberia Agriculture Company, they meet up with Corin. But now God has made it and honor Hezekiah promo, honor a regime. It has been passed.
Zise, what you have to say about the people jubilating for Corinth?
Maybe. Look at the play you and saying now, right? You looking shiny. No oil, the end of the oil lantern.
Yeah.
Or lantern. That smoke that can come from a lantern. That smoke can come from the oil lamp. That black thing going in your nose. Right over there, before that electricity, those people are going to be 6:30. No time to have fun. No time to sit out, enjoy themselves. People who are sitting on that road, their market time cut short once it got dark. Because one, they're afraid of criminals because it's dark. And two, nobody even going to be outside to come by their market. But right now, those people will be going to bed almost 11 o'clock, 11:30 before they go to bed.
Not to cut you off. Not to cut you off. When I just visited Liberia these few days and weeks, there were places in Monrovia. Anytime you go, that place is open. People did not get afraid. There was some motorbike guy that used to tell me, say, my own bike can come to handle my night shift.
Because when you have like AB, the non-life become extended.
And the life becomes security by itself.
Thank you. So, first time in your life you see current AB. You know what it mean? Those kids that don't have light in their house, like you were that the guy was asking you was telling, instead of now solving an album on lantern, candle, or oil lamp, you have a very bright electricity. You sit down on it, you can see to study and go to bed. Okay? You can take a little shower, the way that blood can be hard if you don't have. The people who get fed now, people who are mosquito are eating them. Every family, you get clothes around your ear, you get a little fan, you put a little turkey, because community current are $40 per 1 amp. $40 per amp. How much people in the block are $40 per amp? But when you get LEC, you put a little fire. It's just to put a light on and put a little fan on when you go to see some mosquito and get hotter. Level changing. People level are changing AB.
Exactly.
Now why the opposition and people who
they don't want to hear that.
The people who help the government to kind of power for their own selfish interest, like I was telling our friends, we campaign for this government. Some of us are qualified, but if you don't have job, the reason why you campaign was because what was happening in Liberia, you were not in favor of it.
Exactly.
You are for the change, for Liberia to be changed for the better, so that the life of the people can change. If in our process you yourself will be brought along, fine. If not, my man, don't complain yet. Continue talking so that your country continue to go ahead, because if Liberia develop, we all from here can get chance to go and do things that will benefit all. We don't have to be government. So that's the thing. Level changing for people, other people say not fair. They put us sticky in mud, you fair. You say, oh, they spent 22 million on Dustin Road. But those people who are sleeping in the mud and dying there, they are probably people that die in that mud.
They are saying that machine will eat.
Yeah, so those people don't put them part of one machine because they will eat. A machine they will eat. You saw that in the 1 year old paper when you were telling Luther. He said, we need roads. Anywhere you go in Liberia, the first thing that people will tell you that they want is road. Do you know what it means? Walking by land in bush for almost 4 hours because car and motorbike can go.
Exactly.
You know what kind of suffering that stuff is on people? Then when the government come and change those circumstances, then you got people there, they vet. Y'all get vet tired. Because Jamie even said listening. We are moving this country forward, and when you're 2029, you can wait for all. We can't be there. Our people will say 2026 here. We take it, pay.
Okay.
And pay.
God, thank you for LEC because we are living reverse. Color is left. And we say thank you to those in front of the left. The Joshua who very full force for calling to carry reverse. We tell you thank you too. We tell I leave the photo.
But the shisha, You see the way I got the shisha? So that play now, that guy can put a busy on. You'll be balling until around 10, 10, 11 o'clock. On the weekend, forget it. Don't let that on the weekend forget it. That man will make Bassama every weekend.
Yeah. People, level changing.
I'm telling you, and I want to make other people vest. People level are changing. Why they there vest? Why other people level must change? My brother, in your one level is supposed to change. Even the woman that can harvest of better ball that was spoiling on the road. Brother, her woman, fresh better ball. But then she carry woman, people train a lapa behind. Easy. You tell your airplane your airplane or your what is it cucumber, you go cha, they take it. Your plantain, you bring it, people doing plantain shape, but that plantain it was green, you got in the mud. You stay there 1 week, the plantain got red. 2 week, the plantain starts spoiling. 3 week, all your plantain spoil, you go in now. No money. The carpet you pay are for nothing. You gotta pay. You gotta look for another carpet to move from in that mud to go to where you came from. That's the kind of land they put them be used to. So that why I tell people, I say, look, like you're trying to now know your rush away. You don't rush. We'll come to the ground. Because when we get on the ground, we'll compare and contrast. I'm not coming argue with you. Oh, we're going to that my president project. That my president project. So the road that you are supposed to pave. You brought in estimated almost $4 billion in your 6 years. So you want to tell me you say you did 700 kilometers of road. We can't see that road there. Right now, I can tell you say JMB paved road. What kind of road? I say okay, let's go to Cape Man, Madina to Ravospo.
Yeah.
You want to go there with me, AB? Let's go there. I can tell you say JMB paved the road from Freeport to Seaport Bridge. You want to go with me? You want to go see there?
No.
I can tell you say JMB face the O'Hare Bridge. AB, you want to go with me there?
No.
And then we're going to do, we are coming to do, we're about to do, that's not what we're here for. That's what we're doing. We're doing and the people see. So,
and this president can listen. This president have the big wise or big wisdom. Because when the president sat down and look at money captain eating all of that money, and then when the president visited Ivory Coast, they told him said that one of your sons here that make our electricity to be not bapping Ladeo. Then when they met visitor Sierra Leone, then they told him they said, no, but I one of your son here. Your son when in Africa will call him for him to come here for that you know why that him back here. I said, okay, I will call that man.
But if now what people say want to go back to one man holding 3 positions.
I'm telling you.
I don't know why money carton had not been called for investigation. I want to tell you maybe very about my own government. The asset recovery, so yeah, the asset recovery and money carton is so be beyond. They may want to LEC and what doing 3 people's job and getting paid. Can you imagine? You're taking money from the people to LEC, you can pay the people correct. Then you pay yourself 3 times. That's the kind of thing they put on for that when people want to and someone come in and say, look, you keep quiet because if it was up to you, maybe the people that was ability to all the people that call themselves opposition. Yahweh. The people that call themselves opposition right now, what they say, we'll get strong opposition. You know what will tell people that do the campaign? If you're up to people like Alexander Cummings, tell them you stay sticking in the mud because George will not come do nothing about your role.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're up to Alexander Cummings and the other opposition, tell them your LEC was even going to be worse. Money capital was still going to be the LEC. If you're up to Alexander Cummings and the other opposition, those coming from Liberia. because they are already labeled this government. And if the election came to JMB and George Weah, and these people who are for you they are doing without suffering rally, low in your face, and to you say the George Weah government are good. But when it came down to deciding between George Weah and JMB, they decided to go to George Weah so that you could follow them and continue your suffering. But you, Liberia, being wise, you took the opposite lane, and now you see how levels are changing. That will be the message. Your level will continue to change.
Yes.
Okay?
All right.
So,
Okay. All right. Your parting statement, my brother. I love you out of 1 hour here. Your parting statement.
yeah, AB, I'm very happy for my country.
I tell you.
I'm excited about what is about to happen. The MCC already got their director now in Liberia. They just selected the country director for the MCC.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I know that between now, I told you on the platform that we're going to get an MCC.
Yeah.
When all those buffoons that are sitting behind the banner saying we'll go for a war in Guinea, when they were saying JB Baga government failed, we'll not get MCC combat and that, I just used to look at them. When you see a serious government, serious people are willing to work with serious government. So I'm very excited looking at the future of Liberia in the hands of Joseph Iman Baga and Jeremiah Panko. And you know that I've given the vice president another mandate, AB. You know that Bogo, Jeremiah Kumpai, he don't feel the dilemma. They call him mission accomplished.
Yeah.
You know, Mr. Mission accomplished. The able vice president, man. They look. If you see the secrecy among the president and the vice president, they are working in sync. You know, look, Ebi, you know when you're singing the music, you take it from one file, you put it in the other file. Like the government operating. When JB ready, you say, look, VP, make sure that thing going on right. Because I see something like shaking leg going on there. VP say, okay, Chi, I get it. The man go straighten it. VP, you know, the government will probably the people. So, you must say anything that I want you to be the poor more. And you get on the news, yeah, papi. All right. Go ahead with the other one, yeah. Okay, Chi, I go in. So, the two people, they get out of cordial relationship. Jeremiah Ku is almost like a apprentice to the president. Because the president was vice president for 12 years, he's now president. The president was agriculture, he was ministers in government, directors. So he got all the pedigrees. So he's now working along with his vice president, delegating to him duties. You know, that is preparing him to become the next president of the Republic of Liberia. So all I can say is Liberia is in good hands. Any greater hunter that went on a Macondo River will come in for you. Either you are working with old state, just make sure that your retirement who you building without 3 damage you took for all the Macondo River. Because if not, that you on your own. Okay? Yeah, remember. They probably don't want to agree on that, but they get bring on the public. But I mean, it was a good show. You know, we look forward to being here again tomorrow to discuss important national issues as they unfold. And I want to say kudos to us that supported the government. We went tooth to nail. We raised money. We went on platform. We spread the message. We told people that JMB was the only hope that could build us a new Liberia, and we are on course. And we hope that the president will continue to use his able. Look at the foreign minister again, begin. The foreign minister will take out the issue here.
The foreign minister.
Look at the foreign minister.
The foreign, she is seasoned. That foreign minister is.
It's not the same before that I was there for that woman to be nominated. Oh, they said she said graduated for the other school. Ain't she evil?
That one have made Barbados. Barbados and Liberia have free visa.
They wanted to destroy the woman government from the initial stage. When they saw the cabinet paper putting together, they wanted to spoil the government before it even started. But the paper, that thing Liberia, long Liberia, that's something that been for long in your mind. He not just wake up and say, I have a dream. And then, in my dream, I was sitting in poo water and reading from something that somebody gave me. Then I say, oh my, Nana, The Papa is a visionary, and all of his able lieutenants are executing his vision to the letter. Few are falling by the wayside, and those will be dealt with according to the president's own timeline and mandate. But anyway, it was a good show, and I will do that, brother.
Thank you ever so much, my friend and brother Zeze. Thank you ever so much, and
don't know. Where you play like a local location. Se va a crear muy. Ni manana wana crear muy. So you are coming with you. Don't miss any para crear muy.
Let me recognize three individuals before we can take our leave. Let me recognize Beatrice and Monia. Thank you for your beautiful comments. And my friend and brother Justin Dennis, thank you. My friend and brother Papi Mo, thank you. And then who next? Brother Thomas Gray, thank you. Roberta Richard, thank you very much for tuning in. And Aloysius Bien Boa, thank you so much. And my friend and brother Benedict McCarthy, Ma'ala, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me recognize Alexandra Nimle. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. Let me recognize Flomo Livingstone. Thank you ever so much. David Sinley. Thank you ever so much. Clara Wire Howard. Thank you ever so much. My friend and brother Lawrence Fala. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. Let me recognize my friend and brother Abraham Amaraduno. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. And he is watching us from North Dakota. Thank you. Let me recognize one of my friends, Hashman Family. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. Adaha would like to come to the very end of this discussion here tonight. See you when I see you. Bye-bye for now. So